Well, I guess I'll stop in and collect my reward from Abigail for those devourer teeth.
Did you post this notice?
About the devourer's teeth? I need 10 for a love potion.
Here they are.
Thank you.
Did she pay us? Yes. Okay. What to say? Job done. I don't even want to know what she does with those teeth. Yeah. Well, I think I have somewhat of a clue about that because she did mention that a Grig had fallen in love with her. So maybe she's using that Grig to get information on the rest of the villagers. That's kind of funny.
What do you want?
Oh, Abigail.
I have the Grig's treasure.
Now take the harness to the chapel of our Griggs. It stands just by the bridge, a small red santon. Return the following day to see if the Griggs accepted the gift.
How will I know they did?
In its place, they will leave you a gift of value, symbolizing friendship or joy. If Harn keeps this gift with him, the Griggs won't trouble him.
Take care.
Okay. I need to place the harness on the santon of the Griggs who are annoying Harn. If the Griggs are satisfied, they will leave me a token of their friendship. Okay. Neat. Good. Alright, let's go and see Tobias, and we'll head out to the santon and leave it overnight, and then check on it in the morning, maybe. Grab a night, well, I'll probably get a night back at the inn regardless, and then we can run over there. Well, since we're here, why make two trips, right? We'll stay the night, make it morning, head down that way, and then just sort of loop around. Hopefully avoid the, hopefully avoid the... Why am I blanking on the word? Good grief. Avoid the centipede problem. That's what I was about to say. Where is Mr. Innkeeper? There he is. Okay. Hey.
How can I help?
Well, I need you to put
One
things
thing.
away for me.
Yes?
Give me. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want these. Nor these. I should probably cook up some more centipede rattle. I should cook up some more, what do you call 'ems, in the meantime. Cat potions. It's getting late, guys. I'm distracted. Alright. What do we have here that's not really... Put that away, because we don't get Garcane saliva very often at all. Those can go. These can go. These can go. These can go. Keep the Devourer teeth on us. The rest of this stuff can stay because we might need it. Alright, fair enough. Good. Comfy music, man, comfy.
How can I help?
I need a night.
One thing.
Yes?
You're gonna...
I'd like to rent a room.
Screw me over
Sure.
again.
A bargain at 7
Yeah, a
orange.
bargain. That's a great bargain. Level up while we're here, too. Okay, so we have 4 bronze orange talents. Oh, I can't even speak now. It's getting late. 2 golds. Okay. 6 silver. Right, so actually at one point I must have forgotten to even like level up or whatever where I had before, so I forgot to take parry arrows or deflect arrows, whatever it is. That's one of our bronze talents taken care of, and we also had another one. Reduce the duration of the intoxication, sounds good. And then we have like 2 more, which I agonized over what to pick for these, because I could potentially put them into, like, not Axie, but Quen and Uridan, but when am I ever going to use those? I was sort of thinking to myself. So, I guess instead of that, what we're going to do is we'll draw from places of power once more per day, and I don't really care about fist fighting techniques. Yeah, I guess it's just going to be Buzz then. True Grit, I don't know where we get that exactly. Need the consumption of a mutagen. Whether we had that at one point or we are yet to get it, I have no idea. For our silver talents, we have 6 of them. We need to upgrade our group silver, we need to upgrade our group steel. And I just think we're going to get our damage increased across the board here. Fast steel, fast silver, and strong steel and strong silver. That takes care of us there. And then we have gold talents, which I think are going to be... Now, I thought about this. I thought about getting, like, strength and dex up to max. And those would both be handy, I think. Especially the strength one, because that's actually just extra HP. I don't know how many times we're going to be leveling up past this point. That's the thing. We're at level 31. How close are we to a level up? What's our... we need another 24,000 XP to level 31. The 4th attack in a sequence consists of 4 blows. If I was going to do this, I would do the strongs, since I have 2 gold talents, but I could also get strength and dex. I'm not really sold on, like, the stamina upgrade or the intelligence upgrade. I don't think that matters at this point. Harvesting ingredients would be cool. Those are silver anyway. Do I think it's time? Maybe it's just time. You wish you can get everything, but you just don't know. We don't get that many gold talents in the game. Maybe I'll just get my strong. Strong steel. Strong silver. Let's go for it. And then maybe, I don't know, upgrade our group or something and let fast go to the wayside or get these 2 next. Yeah, why not? 30 plus. So we're starting to get them now. I don't know though. Should I? Or should I just get more HP? Because I feel like we're not so high on our HP anymore. No, I made my choice. Let's just do that, and we need to brew up a cat as well. Redanian herbal, do we have a lot of that? Yeah, we do. There we go. Well, that'll work. Okay. We also used up a swallow, didn't we? Actually don't know. Did we? No, we didn't. Okay. Let's go about there. Oh, I meant to place the dumb... the Griggs. I forgot. Anyway. It's fine. I'll put it on the Stanton and leave it, and then go do things in the fields again. Also turn in this head. Fact. What's the safer way over there? Yeah, it's along the river. Along the river because it's away from the centipedes. Now maybe I should tell Harn to do that himself, rather than me doing it directly. I don't know if that matters. Probably not, but we'll see. I'll go to him and tell him to do it. He'll probably be more pleased about that. Hey guys, you think they'd be used to me by now? But nope. It's pure panic. Every time. Uh-oh. No, none of that. We don't want that. We don't want what you're selling. Hello. Hey, Pat.
Yes?
Nothing.
Farewell.
Hey, Harn.
Sir?
What of you?
Farewell.
Okay, no, we don't actually have to turn it into him. It's the other ones directly. Straight to the Griggs. Hey, buddies. You're our Griggs, apparently. People have been giving them booze. Okay, where's this cat harness? There it is. What? Oh, okay, so it gives it to us directly. Neat. A 4-leaf clover. A small dried clover with 4 leaves, commonly held to be a symbol of luck. They are leprechauns, I told you. Leprechauns, the little folk. Yes. Oh, toy. Now. Griggs accepted my gift and left me a 4-leaf clover in return. I should give it to Harn. He's sure to see it as a good omen. Alright, well that's handy. Don't have to come back out here at least. Hey.
Sir?
I made a deal with the Griggs.
I'm impressed.
They won't bother you while you wear this 4-leaf clover.
Perhaps I can finish the bridge before the first snowfall. Your reward.
The book about specters, rather. Use your son's help, or I prefer gold. Explain my choices again.
Explain my choices again?
A book about spectres and the king of the hunt, 400 orens, or my son to fight alongside you whenever you cross the fields.
I'm gonna take the book.
The book about specters.
Tell no one where you got it. The hermit will get irate if he learns I borrowed it.
Thank you.
If I were a rich man.
Well. That's that done. Alright, the mason can now continue working, though I doubt he'll finish the bridge anytime soon. Harn rewarded me for helping him. Fantastic. Hey, Harn.
Sir?
How long will the repairs take?
About a month, if the Griggs kept away.
A month? For a few small cracks?
Not only repairs, I'll make it wider. The River Ghost will have the finest bridge in Temeria.
Fantastic.
Farewell.
Good luck with it, Harn. Good luck with it.
Yes?
Yeah, I didn't want to take him
Farewell.
with me. I didn't want to get him killed. That would be on my conscience, you know. Alright. We've already read it. Well, doesn't that just beat all? Well, let's have a little lunch by the bridge. A light lunch. Since we missed breakfast. I'll, and wash it down with some milk. There we go. I wonder if they're still, like, panicky if I go near them. Hey, guys. Yeah, they still don't quite trust me, but, you know. Good. Alright. Good luck, fellas. Alright, now we go back to turn in this head. Avoid that centipede while we're at it. go up here for a change. I like this chapter quite a bit. Much to do. Alright. This out of our log.
Beastie Beta?
The scimitar from the crypt.
What?
I've seen enough proof. You're 800 orens.
Oh, it's just the way he phrased it, okay.
Farewell.
Cool. Come on, quest log, you're starting to lag there. Alright, I gave proof to the village chief and received 800 orens. Received my reward for the trophy. Good. Now, we'll track, Berengar. The craftsman, huh? I'm gonna pause the recording and see if there's anything that the... I don't know. I don't even know if we need to do that. Wanted to see if the druid might offer an alternate solution for money, or than paying money, rather. Maybe he will. I should just go to him. I can always cut out the part where I have to run all the way back. So, ripples, yeah, we still have a few things to do with the Lady of the Lake. Yeah. We never found any notes about the Elven Minstrel. Maybe they're not around here, or whatever. Ties to Salamandra, yeah. Okay, well, it's just, the druid, I guess. Alright, and we're back. More Noon Wraiths. Well, I'm not gonna say no to that. 2 of them at once. Yes, sir. And they want me, too. So lucky with that one. Good. Couple of Devourer teeth left over anyway. I will get this Valis. We don't have much. What are those? Wyvern, don't care. Go this way. Head over to the druid's place. Actually explore that this time. Which way? All the way over here. Okay. Now, Selena might still be roaming around out here. I recall her showing up in the day, myself. But that might be a faulty memory. Talking 12 years ago, so... I do have a pretty good memory. Long term. I recall her being around this this area over here. Because I believe I accidentally came in that way from the shoreline or whatever it was, by the lakeshore. And inadvertently walked right into her. Pretty much no herbs over here, which is a nice change, so to speak. Alvin? Keep up, pal. We gotta find the druid, or the hermit. Where is he? He's over here. Oh.
Everything will dry. It's unavoidable.
Yeah, he sometimes goes to pray here, I believe. Okay. Save the game. Mr. Hermit, wait a minute. If you would, sir.
Who has the lady led to me?
Greetings. My name is Geralt.
A witcher? Here to deal with the noon wraiths?
Yep.
More or less.
I lead the life of a hermit with few luxuries, but make yourself at home. I can offer water, food, and a game of dice.
That's kind of you.
By your speech, I assume you're well educated.
Correct. I spent most of my life serving King Foltest as a diplomat.
Oh, interesting.
Would it be forward if I asked what inspired you to seek isolation?
I can only state that I left when the Lady of the Lake summoned me to serve her.
Don't you get bored?
I brought my library when I went into exile. I used the knowledge in the books of herbs to prepare potions for the people of Murky Waters, who provide food in exchange.
That's a tidy little arrangement.
Your knowledge could be useful.
Years of solitude have allowed me to copy some of my books many times over. I would be delighted to know these copies were of use to another.
Oh, so you're a merchant as well. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. And he plays poker. Before we do that, though, we just open up with some light conversation.
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
Who lies beneath the kurgans I saw before your hermitage? I assume he means the graves in the back there.
Who lies beneath the kurgans I saw before your
I'm
hermitage?
familiar with that word.
Knights who died serving the lady over the ages. Gavander defended her honor against the Black Skull Knight. Elavera perished at the foot of her altar, fighting a water beast. Boar's tomb
Sir
is
Bors.
symbolic, for the knight was lost on a holy mission.
One of Arthur's knights.
The last is for Reynard, an ordinary innkeeper, who stopped customers from pissing in the lake.
Well, I guess all acts of heroism are relative. I don't know. Everybody's got to pitch in when they can. Who lies beneath the fifth mound?
Who lies beneath the fifth mound?
The last stands empty, awaiting a new champion.
New knight in shining armor to defend the lady's honor.
Do you take care of the kurgans?
Indeed. That is how I serve the lady. Her power is strong near the kurgans. At night, sometimes you can speak with the lady's champions. From them I draw wisdom and knowledge of past times.
I wonder if I come here at night, would I actually see the ghosts? That would be pretty cool. I might have to check that out later. Something I've been wondering since I've got here. Who is the Lady of the Lake?
Who is the Lady of the Lake?
I know her to be a goddess. At times I see her dressed in white, traversing the fields through morning fog, her bare feet stepping lightly over the dewy grass.
Do you like her?
I love her.
What's not to
I
love?
believe the lady is not of this world. Mysteriously, she affects the entire area, safeguarding its people and granting them abundance.
Yeah, so we
Yet
noticed.
her influence is subtle. and she never imposes her power.
Intriguing.
How can I help?
It's the mark of a good ruler to care for the people and watch over them, but never be felt, never be perceived, except when a guiding hand is needed.
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
The Grail.
I heard you're an expert on the legend of the Holy Grail.
You seek the Holy Grail?
I
Yes.
might. Let's talk first.
Know that the legend of the Holy Grail has been studied for centuries. It's been interpreted in myriad ways.
Yeah.
You must know an abridged version. Say, 3 theories?
Oddly specific.
There are hundreds. But all right, 3. The classic theory, of which I myself am a proponent. The conspiracy theory. And finally, one of the most mysterious. The philosophical or mystical. Which one first?
Guess we'll start with the classic one.
Tell me the classic theory.
Good choice. The Grail is a cup, a powerful magical object, whose meaning cannot be fathomed by even the most powerful sorcerers. This chalice possesses the power to heal all diseases, poisonings, and wounds, and pain will turn into power. One theory also states that in the hands of a rightful ruler, it can heal entire lands and protect their inhabitants from danger, creatures of the dark, natural disasters, and so forth.
Sounds like Dandelion's ballads, only without a love story.
All who drink from this miraculous cup are healed, fortified, and enlightened to understand the truth.
Yeah, even Tolkien's mythos is connected. The whole hands of the king or the hands of a healer idea that he has, as the idea that the rightful king will heal the land and redeem his own people in a certain sense. And the Grail is kind of the extension of that, being the cup that held the blood of Christ, and I think it was carried by Joseph of Arimathea to Great Britain in the legends, or the Isle of Britain at the time. Yeah, it's interesting. It's I love how The Witcher it ties all of these myths, and you don't see Arthurian legend come up much at all in fantasy. In general, it tends to be only games and pieces of, like, books and media that have to do directly with it. It doesn't feed into our collective mythology, I guess, our ideas about fantasy these days much. Maybe it does subliminally or to a lesser degree than it used to, but I really like that The Witcher brings that in, because it is a very cool story. I freely admit, actually, I'm more familiar with Arthurian legend through, like, the film Excalibur and even the TV series Merlin from back in the day, back in the 90s, and the 80s film Excalibur. Both of those are very, very good movies, and miniseries, I guess you could say. But yeah, I recently started reading Sir Thomas Malory's Le Morte d'Arthur, and I'm only a little way into it yet, but I can already see a lot of what was in, especially Excalibur, in that movie, and now in The Witcher. But yeah, I believe it was Percival who actually found the Holy Grail, Sir Percival, and brought it back to Arthur. Go on.
Go on.
Knights have been seeking the Grail for ages, yet none succeeded. Both the noble Lancel and the
Lancelot.
bold Bors failed. I heard even the Grand Master of the Order of the Flaming Rose has shown interest.
Any specific instructions associated with this theory?
Unfortunately, I know only what I garnered from my books.
And so Jacques d'Aldersberg is after it as well, and has the power to heal, possibly, if this is what the Grail actually is. We go with this conspiracy theory.
The conspiracy theory sounds interesting.
Get our
This
tinfoil
was
hats on.
popularized by Bronze Dan and begins with a convoluted theory about the derivation of the word Grail. A few tortuous pages in, we learn the Holy Grail is actually Sangreal,
Royal blood.
which in the Elder tongue denotes royal hallowed blood.
Yeah.
Bronze Dan concludes that the Grail is actually the descendants of the prophet Lebioda.
Yeah, so like the prophet Lebioda is one of the... I believe Lebioda is part of the cult of the Eternal Fire, so maybe he's kind of like a Christ figure in The Witcher's lore, or something similar to that, but I guess it's the bloodline, so it's almost like perhaps through like communion, taking the blood of Christ. Because that's the other part of the Grail myth. The Grail is sometimes the carpenter's cup, the cup of the first communion in the Last Supper, and sometimes it's the cup that caught Christ's blood while he was on the cross after he was pierced by the spear of Longinus. Yeah, go on.
Go on.
These descendants, talented in the ways of magic, were protected by a secret organization before they ultimately mixed their own blood with that of En Seid, the knowledgeable one. The theory goes on to present the tempestuous and twisted fate of Sangreal, but the author gets lost in his arguments, often contradicts himself. Generally, it turns into an unholy mess.
Enough genealogy and genetics. I sense that's a false trail.
Yeah, probably.
Which theory should I present next?
Yeah, that must have been like a reference to Dan Brown or something with the Da Vinci Code and the other ones that came out around when this game was released, maybe a few years before it. And yeah, it was something to do with the Holy Grail and the Templars and like Freemasons and stuff. It was all very woo-woo. Not really my thing at the time, and still not. It was, I don't know. Why don't you tell me the philosophical, mystical one?
The philosophical, mystical one.
The most esoteric. The Grail is a concept, a general understanding of good. The search for the Grail is nothing beyond an ordinary quest for perfection.
Interesting.
The Grail has no specific form or shape. It differs for each individual. It can be an object,
Right.
an idea, a discovery. It can also be a search for the truth about oneself. This theory claims the quest for the Grail to be the goal in itself. The result is of secondary importance.
What are you suggesting?
I serve the lady and am more insightful than you think. I know you return to the world of the living from death, presumably in search of something, but that is none of my concern. Just remember one thing.
What?
At the end of your journey, the Grail may prove to be entirely different from what you initially expected it to be.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm really sold on that. It sounds like he's getting at it's the journey, it's the quest for the Grail that matters, and not the destination of whether you actually find it. Which I don't know if that's exactly true, because in that theory, the Grail itself is the change you might undergo, or the recovery that you make, or to reclaim something you've lost. So that would mean the ends do have value in themselves. So I don't know. It's a bit too vague on that one. I kind of like the first one better, I think. But thank you.
Thank you. Farewell.
Hey,
How can I help?
I had a journal entry back there as well.
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
Yeah. Why is the Lady of the Lake skeptical about the search for the Holy Grail?
Why does the Lady of the Lake seem skeptical about the search for the Holy Grail?
Many fine knights set out seeking the Grail, abandoning their roles as guardians of peace and justice under the guidance of the Fisher King and the Lady of the Lake.
I see.
Now the Fisher King is mute and the knight's gone. I think the lady must be very lonely.
But she's a goddess.
Oh.
You know not how lonely a
Yeah, that
goddess.
doesn't mean she can't be lonely.
Do you think goddesses cannot be lonely? The gods ultimately created us in their own image.
That's why she didn't want us to go off on that, and she'd take it very poorly if we came back to her.
What is
intent on a quest. What the... That's just a way to cut it off, alright. New journal entry. The Hermit. The hermit lives alone in his hut in the fields near the village of Murky Waters, feeding his chickens and geese and tending to the barrows of the knights who died in service of the Lady of the Lake. He is a learned man, for he spent most of his life as a diplomat for King Foltest before he found his calling serving the Lady of the Lake. He is an expert in legends about the Holy Grail. He is also a professional dice player and does a little trading on the side. Alright. Wait a minute.
How can I help?
Anything a Witcher can do for you.
Anything a Witcher can do for you?
I do have a problem.
How can I help?
There's a druid's ring nearby with an ancient statue of the goddess.
Alright.
The place is saturated with the power and attracts dangerous entities.
Not
Straight up
surprising.
my alley.
The wild hunt began haunting the ring recently. Its king hopes to lure the souls of the warriors laid in the kurgans by my hut.
I have dealt with the hunt. What would you like me to do?
Yeah.
Kill 9 phantoms, a hallowed number of the druids. Perhaps the appearance of a witcher will drive off the king of the hunt. As your reward, you may have a book on vampires, ownership of a hut, or a wreath of immortelles.
I can do that.
I can do that.
We've dealt with the
Remember
wild
this.
hunt.
The king of the hunt is a powerful opponent.
We've
and
faced
no
him
mortal,
before.
not even you, can hope to defeat him.
So how do I fight him?
Yeah.
Find mandrake root by the kurgans near my hut. The magic herb will keep the king of the hunt at bay.
Alright.
Merely light the candle that stands within the ring and sprinkle mandrake upon the flame.
Yeah, that sounds helpful.
Alright, Geralt. God, you don't gotta be so cynical all the time. Alright, so the mandrake was there for a reason. I thought it was. I must defeat the wraiths that haunt the druid circle. The hermit claims I can keep the king of the hunt away by placing mandrake on the fire in the druid circle and lighting it. Hermit asked me to kill the wraiths that haunt the druid circle. He also revealed how to repel the king of the wild hunt. You collect some mandrake root from the barrows by the hermit's hut and place the root in the fireplace with the druid circle and light it. Within the druid circle and light it. Okay, well. I'm gonna save here. And we'll play him at dice. Maybe look at his inventory when we're done.
How can I help?
Remind me what to do.
Remind me what to do?
Slay 9 phantoms within the druid's ring. They only appear at night. The king of the hunt is the fiercest of them.
How do I handle him?
Find mandrake root
Yeah.
by the kurgans near my hut. The magic herb will keep the king of the hunt at bay. Merely light the candle that stands within the ring and sprinkle mandrake upon the flame.
And we've been there already.
That sounds helpful.
Yeah, we've been there already.
How
we
can I
found that
help?
altar. That explains what that is. What else
Can
do
I
you have
ask
to
you
say?
something?
What is it?
Interesting. What do you know about the wild hunt?
What do you know about the wild hunt?
'Tis a group of crazed spectres who traverse the heavens searching for souls like themselves. They are susceptible to magic, especially of the ritual kind.
It's like Uridan, probably. Would be very effective against them.
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
What can the Wreath of Immortelles do?
You might find it useful.
That's vague, but thank you. Okay. Well, let's play some poker. I have 12,484 gold. That's a lot. I'll raise. Come on, ones. Yes! Nice. No twos. Oh, you bugger. Wow. Fives. Alright. Give me a 5. Alright. No 3s. Nice, okay. Ones and 3s. I'll raise you again. On a 3 or a 1. Let's go. Well, I don't think that bettered it. It might be exactly the same. No 3s. Yes. Very nice. Okay. Save again. Make sure we're recording. Yes. And, hey.
How can I help?
Well, looks like we've already exhausted him. Let's see what he has for sale. Grapes, dried fruit, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. I might buy... No, that's silly. Raspberry juice. You don't find juice very often in the game. Apple juice, daisies, watermelon, mandrake, tulips, mistletoe. You don't see much of that at all. Yeah, why not? Let's buy that. I'll buy some mandrake too. He has mandrake cordial, plum cordial. He has many different scrolls and whatnot. Dragon's Dream, we've already read that. Book of the Tawny Owl, we have that. Hanged Man's Venom! You don't say, and we don't have it yet. Excellent. Okay, let's buy that. Maribor Forest, we have that already. Ritual Plants, yes. DeVries Extract, yes. Secrets of the Southern Masters, yes. Book of the Kiss. Book of the Golden Oriole. Small Book of Minerals. Already read this. Petrie's Filter. Sure, we'll get that as well. Small Book of Minerals. Kikimore's Ire. Werewolf's Wrath. Book of the Wolverine. Summum. Oops. The Wonderful World of Insectoids, Vampires, Facts and Myths. That probably would have been the book that we got from someone or other that offered us, and we probably would have gotten that one from the Naiad. Plants of the Barren Lands, the Great Book of Minerals, Druid's Herbarium, Dragon Sap. Excellent. And the Last Wish. We've already read it. Let's go over these, make sure that... Yep. Okay. I didn't know we would get Hanged Man's Venom Scroll. That's neat. We can't actually sell these back to him. Somewhat unfortunate, but oh well. Let's read them, shall we? Okay, so... The recipe for Hanged Man's Venom. A poisonous coating, blade coating. Well, I can English. Hanged Man's Venom. This blade coating poisons wounded opponents, yet it is ineffective against monsters whose physiology differs greatly from that of humans. Hanged Man's Venom is made from Ingredients providing 1 measure each of vitriol, aether, rebus, and hydrangum. Top quality grease must be used as a base. It's long lasting. In preparation for an assignment, an assassin applies Hanged Man's venom to his blade. He grinds the ingredients with a mortar and pestle until he gets a thick paste, and then he lightly coats the tools of his trade while taking care to keep the substance from touching his skin. Then comes the hard part, but even a hastily aimed slash can be fatal if Hanged Man's venom slips into the wound. Okay. Don't touch it. It's bad for you. No kidding. And, Petrie's filter increases sign intensity, which I guess we hadn't ever read before, but we must have gotten the actual formula from somebody. Yeah. Well, that was a waste of money, but whatever. And we have Dagon sap. Notes contain the formula for a potion made with the secretions of the mythical Dagon. I bet you we would have gotten this for free as well, but oh well. The potion unlocks the ability to acquire a strength upgrade when consumed. When imbibed, this mutagenic potion provides access to a special strength attribute enhancement. The upgrade increases damage inflicted on opponents when the Witcher is wounded. A potion is made by mixing Dagon secretions with ingredients providing 1 measure each of rebus, aether, hydrangum, vermilion. A strong, high-quality alcohol base must be used. The mages of old created this formula for this mutagenic potion, which should, in theory, greatly strengthen a Witcher physically. Their notes indicate that the secretions of the mythical being named Dagon are required to produce the potions. Alright. And that would be what? Probably this one, right? True Grit. That's probably the one. That'll be our last mutagenic potion, probably at the end of this act sometime. That's good. So that answered that question. Yeah, just increase damage before we die. Could come in handy. Good. Well. And more for you, sir.
How can I help?
No, that seems to be it. And I can't sell these back to you. No. That's too bad. Okay. I guess in that case, we gonna have a think about what we're gonna do. Let's check our log here. Quests. Hunting the Wild Hunt. Was that a quest to play the Hermit? I guess it wasn't. Alvin is on hold. Maybe. Or go and see Berengar. I need to search for the Elven Minstrel, which, the notes of an Elven Minstrel. I don't know where we would find that, because I thought there would be some in the crypt there, but there wasn't. There was just the cat harness. Berengar is not available right now, or he might be now that we've done a bunch of stuff out here. The Rock's Teacher in the Swamp Cemetery, that's on hold. Probably going to have to do Hunting the Wild Hunt since we're right here. Can't say Identity's on hold. Go and see the Lady of the Lake, the Heat of the Day. To assemble Alina's Mirror, the Paths of Destiny. Should see the Lady of the Lake and let her know Berengar's decision. Well, guys, I think we're going to be doing Hunting the Wild Hunt as our next mission, which is down here. But that is going to have to wait until next episode. I've been playing quite a long time, and I think it's time to take a break. Until then, I wish you all a great weekend, if it happens to be the weekend when this comes out. And if not, then have a great week. And I will see you next time, where we will go and do many, many different things. Maybe pay another visit to the King of the Wild Hunt, or rather have him pay us a visit. Haven't seen him since Act 1. Wonder how he's been. Anyway, see you soon.